Yeah. All right. The end of America is imminent.
The Constitution is clear, and that, of course, is the supreme law of the land. That the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus can be suspended in a time of invasion. So since
Invasion. What invasion?
Depends on in another case back in 1973 against the standards back then, it was the defendant Miller whose conviction was reversible on whether the court fulfilled the right to think or not.
It's so insane that
Stephen Miller suggested that we immigration cases are the question as well as the ability to conduct inspections of their non-judicial practice. So Kate, during this was at this urban and and also realized so much still with us. We sometimes want to find these moments in this purpose. Essentially asking of a body actually just asking to be released from custody. This is something that all sorts of people who have been caught up in immigration proceedings have been asking for lately. Usually you see it in the context of a prisoner who believes that they've been wrongly convicted. After their conviction, they can ask for habeas relief. Seeing it in cases where we can leave these active cases came. I wonder if you want to suspend these folks.
Well, it's the president wants to know what is promised to get people who are in the country without documentation out of the country. And they could do this by going through the legal path and going through court proceedings. They do not want to do that. They appear to want this fight. And you heard Stephen Miller in a somewhat Orwellian manner say that, well, it just depends on whether courts do the right thing, meaning the thing that they want. They want rulings in their favor, or else he is threatening to suspend the writ of habeas corpus and to basically, deport more people without a hearing. And in many ways, they've been doing that already. I think, the constitutional crisis is an abstract idea, and everyone says, well, when are we in the constitutional crisis? Well, if the people who take an oath to abide by the Constitution don't do that, even after court rulings. I mean, the Supreme Court ordered this administration to provide people due process and to return Abrego Garcia from El Salvador. They haven't done that yet. And so, we continue to kind of be in this constitutional stuff here due process. And this is not administration right now. And it's like we're living to plans.
Republicans were ramping to the idea that Steve. You vote to suspend habeas corpus if this were brought before Congress. Ultimately, this power lies with Congress.
The president said he's going to follow the law. I think the courts are going to decide this one as to whether this invasion, in fact, constitutes what would be a state of war. Some would say it would.
What invasion? Where are the troops? Where are the fucking bodies, dude? Where is the invasion? That's what I want to, it's like no one's asking, like, where's the invasion? Show me videotape of the invasion. What foreign country is fucking attacking America? And that the media is not, calling this bullshit out is the problem. What invasion? Even the intelligence services said there's no invasion. Only the corrupt FBI is saying that there's an invasion. There is no fucking invasion in America. This is simply a means to an end. Just as deporting American citizens was a test, this is a test. And they're using habeas corpus as an alternative to the word martial law. Because if you suspend habeas corpus, then you are in a martial law. And if you're in a martial law, then there are no more rights as an American. Anyone could be arrested, anyone could be held. They'll say, oh, we have no habeas corpus, right? Doesn't apply to an American. They're using the word immigrant as a means to, again, they're doing the same thing Nazi Germany did with Hitler, the same thing when they started going after political activists and other things. What they're going after here is their version of the Jew, right? That's all it is. There is no fucking, invasion. There is no fucking war. It's all fabricated. It's all lies. And, and that's the reality. And it's all part of the authoritarian playbook that we've seen, everything from starting off in Mussolini and Hitler and all of them. They all follow the same playbook. And it's a well-documented playbook. And, Putin did it. Erdogan did it. The guy in Argentina did it. They're all playing this playbook. It's all being run now autonomously through, driven by sentiment algorithms via X and other things. And that's the reality, on it. So, and all you people are falling for it, right? And you're not seeing, you're hearing the word habeas corpus instead of hearing the word martial law. Martial law, And I've been, everything I pretty much have said is going to unfold. From the arrests of Americans happened, from the creation of concentration camps. I never thought they would outsource them. That was pretty clever of them to outsource concentration camps. That prison is a concentration camp. A concentration camp is any time you are putting people in without due process, holding them without them being able to see a judge, without being found guilty, without any. That's a concentration camp. What's up, mouth? It's pretty straightforward. All right. That's what that El Salvador prison is. That is what ICE is doing in America. people who are now being pulled aside, harassed at airports because they're American, Twitchers who talk out against Trump, and now they're being harassed. Where's our First Amendment right? Where's the freedom of speech? It's insane. Every American needs to be speaking up against this. Needs to be saying this is not American. Whether you're living in Japan or Korea or anywhere in the world, if you hold an American passport, then what does that mean? What does American mean to you? What does American mean to you? It means you uphold the Constitution. That's all it means. And the moment some fascist blows away the Constitution because by using stupid excuses and shit to do so, fabricating fucking wars and shit like that, then America's over. It's as simple as that. It's not complicated, and that's what's unfolding right now. So it's insane. I mean, look what Trump is doing in the Middle East. He's in the Middle East for the only reason is for his fucking business, right? His brands. $6 billion fucking construction deal with his kids. They harp on Hunter Biden, and fucking the Trumps are like a million times worse than any fucking Biden ever. Worse than any fucking shit on the planet. The MAGAs are just the Republicans are just stupid. They're just fucking stupid. They can't see that they're just so brainwashed and everything. It's just insane, dude. It's insane. Yeah. So, look at all these girls here. Look at all these girls leaving the hospital. Women, single women. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're all leaving their internship. They're all doctors here. I'm going to my garden, going to my field. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. You're right, Mal. As soon as Obama, they let a black person be president, they're like, oh shit, we gotta cheat and steal and lie and gerrymander and do all of this shit, dude. It's exactly right. America is the new third world country. So I'm going to my farm. Yeah. I gotta water my plants. It's been a hot day today. Water my tomato plant. Alright. Yeah, it's insane. Here, I'll put this on so I can talk. Alright, let me get my overalls on. Ah. Nice and cool. It was too hot today. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, dude. Anyway. Turn down that house over there. That's the first hornet I saw. That's a quail. You hear that? That was quail right there. Hear that kind of raspy voice? That's quail. I think they're nesting back in here. This area back in here. What the hell is this thing here? I wonder. Let me take a picture of this plant. I wonder what this plant is. I'm always interested when I see a plant. I want to know what it is. What this is. See a plant I don't recognize. All right. Yeah. That's what goes in here. My
Well, since we last convened here 24 hours ago to examine Donald Trump's humiliation tour of Middle East dictatorships, Donald Trump has, uncharacteristically for him, observed a 24-hour period of strict silence about his attempt to grab the single largest corrupt gift in the history of
I know.
gifts.
I love Lawrence. Lawrence is fucking amazing.
Physically largest, because Donald Trump is taking much more financial of 747 that Donald Trump desperately wants to accept as a gift from the dictator of Qatar is now only worth about $400 million as it sits at the San Antonio airport in Texas, abandoned by the dictator of Qatar because it's not good enough for him anymore. But it's good enough for Donald Trump. is currently the only person in the Middle East too stupid to understand how humiliated he is now by that 13-year-old plane. That's not good enough for a dictator.
Not good enough for a dictator.
As President Donald Trump already has access to the two best, most sophisticated 747s in the world that serve as Air Force One. Donald Trump wants to spend billions of dollars converting
What's going on?
13-year-old 747-800 to serve as Air Force One. Classified documents the last time he left. This time he wants to take a copy of Air Force One.
He wants Air Force One.
Before it's not going to happen.
I know, isn't it?
He's not going to get his toy, but he's too stupid to know that yet.
Is it back?
Will be the last one to realize that the dictator's 747 is never going to be converted to Air Force One. Donald Trump's desperate to take this. Desperately campaigns to get the dictator's plane. The Defense Department and the Air Force will spend this gift is
Donald Trump has been defensively and publicly obsessed with size ever since Corpus. The phrase short finger area to describe as a size of his fingers try to describe the size of something we cannot and don't want to see.
Let's do the fucking. Lawrence O'Donnell is fucking amazing, dude. We appreciate the camels. He's a fucking child. Oh, look at the MAGA. Probably didn't even know how to plant a plant. Some sloppy. Look, closet homosexual comes out to check out the beta bot guy. What's up? What's up, gay boy? What's up, closet? Let's see. What's this one in here? You know what? This one can go. Oh, making so what I'm doing here is I'm growing the tomatoes. So all of this is going to be roots. And then so when I plant it, this is a drought resistant water planting technique that I developed in Florida, growing tomatoes in Florida for high heat. Growing them in cartons, milk cartons, that then as they grow, I keep adding more soil, right? So the entire thing these guys here. The base of soil. All right. We'll grab there's a bunch in here. These guys need to be replanted. Let's get this one here. So what we'll do is pull off this one here, pull off this one here, right? So I have the entire plant. Right, there's the drop. And grab some soil. Hold the plant aside. Oh, there we go. Oh. Hmm. Oh, 3 of these fuckers in here. These are my marigolds. Marigolds is an eye vitamin, so they're really good. So I'm growing marigolds for my eyes. This guy got fucked. Go in there. Oh, get a healthy one there. I think this guy didn't grow. Any more? No more. Add more soil to this guy here. Oh, these guys. Guy goes back in here. What's in there? Is there any more without anything? Oh, there you go. That's some soil. All right. All right, I got more containers. These are kind of too small for me to use. Let's put these back under here. What's up, Vic? Really need to put these, repot these. I guess I can repot these. I need more soil. I wonder how much my Gotcha. Maybe block it here. How did Great. God damn it. Anyway. All right. All right. Could repot a couple of these. This one here. Let's repot this one here. That's a lot of root right there. A lot of roots. All right. This got its own pot. All right. Okay. Guys are replanted. Tempted to redo that one. Redo this guy here. All right. That guy's in here. Let's get. Oh shit! No, put my weight on that thing. This guy needs to be replanted also. All right. I'll cover on that. All right. All right. Those are all in there. So the sun comes up here. So they should get more, actually more shade here. Those are all tomatoes. These are my marigolds. All I don't know if I can. More water. The fuck is this shit here? Oh. All right, guess I'm done here. Fucking flea. My corn looks like over here. Oh. Oh. This is a fucking weed. All right, what's going on with the chat? What sort of maggots do we have in here? What's up? What's up, maggots? All right, let's hide some people here. See, let's throw some people in the shit canner. See you, Red. Go on the shit can. Go on the shit canner. Who else do we have? Look at that. Puppies. The fuck off. This is what I think to you guys. Thanks for coming in. I just flushed you down the fucking toilet. You Nazis. Anyone else? Jay. Z. Z can go. Team Jesus. Jesus. I don't want you here, dude. We don't want no fucking Team Jesus in Japan. Fuck Team Jesus. I'm an atheist. I am Jesus. Don't need Jesus in Japan. Jesus is already here. Mwah. All right. There you go. Got rid of a bunch of turds. Yeah. Hey, there you go. That's your boy. There you go. Okay. That's what you do with the fascists. The fascists come in here, I flush you down the toilet like the piece of turd that you are. Go ahead. Come in here, talk your shit. I'm just going to flush you. I'm Undao, the atheist monk, coming to you live from Japan. So, Tony. Sorry, had to clean out the dumb fucks. If you're a dumb fuck, go ahead, speak up. I love it's like flushing living spam. Right? Oh my god! Look at him! Look at this guy! They keep coming. It's like playing whack-a-mole. It's like real-time whack-a-mole. They don't know what America is. Spring cleaning. They don't understand what America is. They're just fucking bunch of fascist dipshits, dude. Did my gardening. Take off my overalls. Welcome to the chat. If you're a dipshit, you're going to get flushed. I don't entertain conversations with fascists. If you're a Nazi, MAGA is Nazi. If you're part of the modern MAGA Nazi party, I don't engage in conversation. If you support Trump, someone who wants to fucking do habeas corpus, who's creating a fictitious war, flush you also down the toilet. You're just a turd. I have more worth to humanity. My turd has more worth to humanity than you. All right? Seriously. That's all you are. In my view. So I just don't even want to hear from you, dude. Just flush you down the toilet. This is my little garden. I live in the heartland of Zen. I'm Undao. Here I am. All right. How long I've been bald? Temp. I shaved my head just yesterday. Look, I got horns on me. Thanks for the comment. Now fuck off. You're slow. You're slow, Hurst. It's not. I'm a skinhead. I'm like one of you fucking white supremacists, but I'm not. I'm like, you want to engage in a meaningful conversation, that's one thing. You want to spew your hatred and your fucking bullshit, go ahead. Time you out quicker than a piece of turd going down a toilet. All right. Look at this shit, dude. Wow. This is where I live. I live in Japan. Little. There's no Trump in Japan. We don't like Trump. Trump's a fucking bitch. We have no MAGA in Japan. We're MAGA free. We're Trump free. We're fascist free. Yeah, how beautiful it is. This guy cutting his grass. Oh, the fuckers. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the follows. We're nearly at 4,000 viewers. So we are, just so you know, we are zero tolerant fascist channel. So if you are a fascist, if you support Trump, right, go ahead and comment so I can fucking flush you down the toilet. We don't, I don't engage in conversation anymore with a fascist. What is a fascist? Fascist is someone who believes that doesn't believe in the Constitution, who believes in putting boots on the ground, who wants to put the military right and round up people and upend the rule of law. This is fascism. I call it Hitler, right? Because most Nazis, fascists are Nazis. Most of you people are dumb. You don't know what Nazis are. It's 1933 all over again, but it's faster. If you look at what Hitler was doing in 1933 and you compare it to what Trump is doing in 2025, Trump is going way faster than Hitler, way faster. His attacks on institutions, getting rid of the Department of Education, getting rid of, USA Aid, that helps feed, getting rid of the food programs for Americans, for food shelters and stuff. The guy's just evil. If you support Trump, you're evil, right? You're like Hitler. It's like you supporting Hitler, modern day Hitler. You're evil. As simple as that. But there's no better time to move to Japan. Get the fuck out. Get your passport. Do some research. Do some research. Why don't you fuck off, Douglas Ogden? What research you want me to do? What research? What? Trump didn't say he wants to fucking do martial law? Yeah, the habeas corpus is martial law. It's up to you. Look, we got a bunch of maggots in here. They come up, I just fucking smash them. Don't even give them a chance to fucking talk. Bunch of maggots. Watch it. They raise their little head. They just start to comment. I'm like, I smash them like a little bug that they are. Like a bug on the windscreen. Just like smear. An American believes in the Constitution. Whether you're in Japan, whether you are in China, you believe in the Constitution, then you're an American. If you don't believe in the Constitution, you're not American. Don't be waving the flag around. You guys, don't be using the word Jesus. You guys don't believe in Jesus. Jesus doesn't stand for one fucking thing that you guys stand for. Not one. Not one fucking thing. So throwing around the Jesus word, you're a hypocrite. You're just a fascist hypocrite. You guys, you literally believe in the, in the Antichrist. Trump is the literal beast, right? If you look, what was the beast, right? The God of lies, right? The Messiah of lies. What does Trump do? Lie, right? Exactly. Jesus would be deported. He'd be deported. He'd be in jail right now. Right? Carry others. Even the Catholics, even the Catholic Church were like, fuck Trump. Let's put in a fucking let's put in a Leo the 14th. Leo the 13th was against big business, was against corporations, was for the people, was for the immigrants. Leo the 14th has a Peruvian citizenship, right? He's a citizen of Peru and America. Leo the 14th didn't speak English when he did his talk. He spoke fucking Spanish, he spoke Latin. He didn't speak English. He's not speaking to the Americans. He's like, fuck America. What America is doing, the leadership of America, is evil. And that was so good. So, what does they have? That 1.4 billion followers. You have an American now with more followers than Trump. It's fucking amazing. All these maggots, like, we want to say something, but you just get flushed down the toilet. Come on, say something, maggot. Jump in the mosh pit. This is what habeas corpus looks like. I'm giving you a touch of what habeas corpus. Get rid of habeas corpus. Go ahead. Don't even want to fucking hear from you. Right? This is what you want. What I'm giving you right now in my channel is what you want. Look how quiet they are, Wolf. It's kind of funny. Look how beautiful Japan is. Yeah. Do some research. People who support Trump, they do so because they're dumb. They do so because they're ignorant. They do so because they don't have an education on that. So anyway, what are you up to, Hurst? Big show. Anyone but MAGAs hate MAGAs. Everyone but maggots. I don't understand what that means. Big show. What does that mean? I mean, that's an example of kind of dumb. Anyone but maggots hate maggots. Okay. So the only people who doesn't like maggots are maggots. I'm dyslexic. You got to speak clear, right? Yeah. Down under. Are you in Australia, Big Show? Look what Trump did with Canada. Canada, they had a 30-point lead. The Republican, right? The Trump guy had a 30-point lead and lost. Same with Australia. The Trump guy had like a massive lead and lost. Trump just loses. Trump is just a fucking loser. Man, I just got out of my college courses writing a paper on the historics of Nazi Germany. But I got to say, well, the Enabling Act, I mean, there's so much similar. I don't know what Mao's, you have to look at Putin's, yeah, I mean, what Trump is doing mirrors very similar. And the thing is if you don't call it out, if you don't call it as severe, I mean, he beat Hitler in setting up concentration camps. Hitler didn't set up a concentration camp until the 20th of this month, right? Like next week. And then Dachau didn't get going until for another year or so. He's already got concentration camps set up in Gitmo and also in El Salvador and other places. So, pretty hard. I'm gonna get toppled. You're hiding a doubtful in that thing. All right, there it is. There he is. Right, it's the fucking there. It took me forever to write that. Oh my god. The concentration camp myth. Yeah, they're myths. Fucking I know. They're in denial. Concentration camps. These guys. I mean, this is what the KKK America looks like. KKK America. They finally was able to get power. They found themselves a useful idiot. You know. I think they're going to build statues for Miller, right? They're going to be building statues for Miller. He's got to become, you know, that's one evil, sick bitch right there. Miller on there. I love they come in here and they try to sneak in the Trump shit and they just get flushed down the toilet. What are you going to learn? You're all a bunch of losers. This is the America you want. Right here. I'm giving you the America you want, bitches. No habeas corpus, no dialogue. You're just kicked out. Just kicked out of fucking, thrown in the fucking jail, dude. Get the fuck out. So how do you like it? How do you like this, you know? How do you like this America? This chat is America right now. They can't get a word in without being flushed down the fucking toilet. All they're doing, look, they're all a bunch of closet homosexuals checking me out. Look, they want this. Look, they want this. That's what they want, fucking Hurst. Tell you, that's what they're here for. They're here. They're all a bunch of closet homosexuals in here getting their gay on. They're just getting their gay on. They're so angry they can't say anything. They fucking build your wall. All they can do is sit there quietly, bitching. Fucking losers. Trump right now is selling out America. He is in the Middle East doing land deals. He did a $6 billion fucking real estate deal. He's got deals in every fucking in every country for his sons. He's there fucking working his business. And you guys support that. You guys are in favor of oligarchs just fucking raping the shit out of America. And, you know, he's there with Eric Prince, who is the, you know, with, which is a fucking white supremacist. You know, Elon Musk, all these other fucking billionaires. just milking the shit out of the Middle East. You know, you guys are just flushing America. MAGA is just flushing America down the toilet. That's all you are fucking doing. Steven can fuck off. I know where my son is. Look how beautiful that. Look at that sunset over there on the rice fields. Look at that. No MAGA here. We're MAGA-free country. MAGA-free Japan. I love it. This time of year is amazing. Look at this. Look at this. Look at them. They can grow fucking crops without weeds. Look at this here. Look at this beautiful wheat without any weeds in it. Look at that. This ain't GMO shit, dude. Ah, look, there's little weeds right there. Look, little weeds right there. A little bit of grass popping up. Apart from that, perfect. What's up, Dennis? Yeah, that's right. I'm a lesbian trapped in a man's body. You nailed me, Dennis. I don't think you can protest enough, Dennis. I like your Shakespearean though. That's why I didn't flush you down the toilet because you hit me with the Shakespeare. I love Shakespeare. So how do I protest too much? Hey, if the maggot shows a little bit of intelligence, a little Shakespeare, I'm like, okay, I'll let that slide. That's fun. You know? He shines. Come on, Dennis. Weird. And then here comes the American. Look, the American. The American doesn't have the American. All the American can do is go, weirdo. The British guy goes, at least has a little bit of humor. See, if you want to come out with some humor and some intelligence, I'll discuss it. But the simple fact is you have to understand, suspending of habeas corpus is martial law. When habeas corpus goes, you go to jail, you don't get an attorney. I know he had some style. I know it's a different. I don't know if he's British, dude. Dennis Hansen. Dennis, are you British? Where are you from? Maybe he's Australian. Maybe he's Australian. You know, when you don't believe that you don't believe in the Constitution, then you're not American. So you let it up there, Dennis. I'm waiting for Dennis to speak some. Maybe he's up. Maybe Ukraine. Ukraine, how you doing, brother? Slava Ukraine. Fuck Putin. What's going on? We love Ukraine. Slava Ukraine. I wonder where my son is. Yeah, Ukraine is awesome. Fucking fighting. I mean, those are real men right there. Fighting for their country. Maybe America. Debating what? What do you want to debate? See that he's already given up. Look, Dennis has already given up. What do you want to debate? He doesn't want to give. He doesn't even want to. I don't want to debate you either because you've already lost, Dennis. You're right. Don't waste your time debating because you don't understand what an American is. Shoot, we're gonna go this way. Yeah. Well, pro-Ukrainian. I know. It took him a long time to write that. Poor Dennis. Trying to justify being a Nazi must be tough on you, right, Dennis? The MAGA Nazi Party. Where are you from, Ukraine? That's cool. You make an account that's pro, that has Ukraine in it to support Ukraine. Let's get on you. Let's go get some gas out there. I wouldn't even waste time with AI to fucking debate fucking Dennis. He said, there. So how's everyone doing? Right up in the chat. If you're in the chat, write where you're from. Type in where you're from. Guess we got maybe just a bot army watching us first. No debating fascists. Chicago. I know, man. Chicago. Dude, Chicago. That you the Pope. Is that the Pope? Where's the Pope from? Philadelphia? Where's the Pope from? Isn't the Pope from Chicago? Yeah, we don't debate fascists anymore. We used to. We used to let the Trump turds talk in here, Coolio. Dalton. Really? That's too funny. Let's go get some. Oh, man. ATM's Japanese ATM. Look at that. Kind of cool. What? You're the ATM camera. Yatamake. Yeah, I'm pulling out. I'm pulling out $50,000 just to have because I think the dollar is going to crash. So I'm going to have sitting on cash. Fucking Trump, fucking the dollar. It's fucking. Hello. Wow. I bet there's some chicks that fucking said I fucked the Pope. What do you think, Cooley? I fucked the Pope. Hey, I sucked the Pope off. Right? What do you think? You think is there anyone said like that'll be their ex profile? I sucked Pope dick. Say Crystal. I gargled holy ball. Oh my God, there's some woman out there. There's some woman out there telling all her friends, I suck that. Sorry, Crystal. You got concentrate. Yeah, holy. I've had the holy. I've had goes off. I've had the holy cum in my mouth. We're talking about the fact that the American Pope, right? Crystal, you came in at a bad time. Look at this guy. Dozo. Eel. This guy's gonna just push in. Yeah, my favorite chicken in the world right here. Look at this chicken right here. God damn. That look good. Family chicken. Yon. Family chicken. Yon. 4. Dude, what's up with the algorithm having all these maggots coming in here? You guys protesting at all? Tomura. She's really cute. On my YouTube channel, YouTube Live. That's Tomura. She's super cute. Predator. Fukuro. Right. Wow. What happened? Old white guy in Asia country. That's right, Wesley. Arigato. That's right. I'm outside of getting away from fucking Trump land. This is Family Mart. The girl's so cute. Sleepy Donald accepting bribes. That's right. He's fucking going to town, dude. Did you hear Lawrence McDonald Lawrence talk about the plane? It was really good. How can poor leave America? All right. I left America poor. I left America not with a fucking penny to my name. So save up money, round trip ticket, fly to Japan, right? You have enough money to buy the wireless router from the airport at Tokyo when you land, and then you go to Hello Work and you say, I'm looking for work, and a lot of companies in Japan will give you a visa. What great things. Bye, Paul. Mm. But you get your passport first. Do you have your passport, Freedom? You gotta get your passport. First thing, get your passport. I came here, saved up. I was living paycheck to paycheck too. Here's my argument, guys. It's going to get worse. It's 1933, not 1934, 1930. It's 1933 on the fascism clock. Just 100 days into his administration, look what he's done. Look what he did to the world economy. Look what he's doing, grifting. He's right now in the Middle East, just grifting, selling America. Yep. The ICE Gestapo. It's like, when Obama was president, 7 million people, 7 million Americans got passports, right? Then it went up to like 11 million, then 15. When Trump took power, when was elected, it went to 24 million. And then it 20 million. Then it dropped down. What's better than Biden? What, did Biden's son steal more than Trump's family? See, he can't say. Make America great again by getting rid of Trump, for sure. It probably is one of the MAGA boys. I think Ukraine is probably Scotty. The number one, Kramer, the markets haven't recovered. And it's not going to bring back manufacturing because everything's going to be automated. Did you not see the latest video by fucking Elon Musk? There's not going to be factories, all that. It's all going to be automated by billionaires. You're not going to have a fucking job on that, Creamer. I think Jack's an implant. I think Jack is a MAGA. We got rid of another wrench. Yeah, Jack's gone. Mm. Wow. What's going on with all the viewers, dude? What, the algorithm went crazy? Because did the algorithm forget? Yeah, well, remember like on the wrench, I was giving a lot of people who had wrenches admin. Coolio, I agree with you, but that sometimes, I mean, look how many died in Mariupol. Look how many of them died. They got obliterated in Mariupol, and that fascist, that was that group, and he got rid of the designation on it, so he's pushed back against it. Look at this. Look at a retro fan projecting. Look at him projecting. The Nazi comes in here. We don't need kings in here, Goody. Fuck off. Anyone who says Trump's a king is not an American. You are a fascist Nazi. I'm going to kill you. I like Coolio. Coolio, I'm giving you blue hat. I like your comments. Yes, Barbara. How does Trump rock, Barbara? Is it the rock? You know, are you the type of woman who likes to be controlled? All right, Barbara's the type of woman who thinks her daughter or child, if it gets violently raped, should carry that baby to term. That's the kind of woman Barbara is. We don't want to talk to you. Actually, that's fried chicken. Crystal's like, Barbara, close your mouth. That dick might fly in there. I got to go home cook dinner. I don't know where my son is. Let's see where my son is real bit. I'll be right back. He's in the girls' bathroom, sure. David. Look at all these. They're so gay. You're such a closet homosexual. Yeah, you look just like my uncle. What the fuck? I think we're related. Yeah, we're definitely not related. Your uncle must be cool though to look cool like me. That's all I have to say. McDonald's. No. Why are we blocking people? Because this is the America you want. I'm giving you what I'm giving you. I'm giving you what it's like to be an American now. All right. I'm giving you the experience. All right. I'm giving you the experience. This is what America is like now. No habeas corpus. No fucking debates. Right. You're just fucking out of there. No legal. This is what it's like being an American now. Enjoy. Mo Lester. Nice there. Er showing like his true self. That's the too funny. Yeah, how do you guys like it? The poor maggots come in here. They so want to fucking rant. They so want to get on their shit and they can't. They come in here and just get fucking blocked. Welcome to America. What you're experiencing right now, people, is what it's like to be in America. You know, no due process, no debate. You're just fucking blocked, right? You're just deported to El Salvador, whatever, right? I'm there. This is what it's like. How do you like this? How do you like this debate? Go ahead. Fascists, Nazis. There he goes. America has been like this since World War II. Imperialist dirtbag of a country. Lived there for 6 years and never missed it but once. Where are you from there, Hamu? Where are you from? After World War II, no, Hamu, that's not true because we had a taxation rate of like 80%. So it was an imperialistic dirtbag after the war. Oh, did you see the latest? Did you see the latest? The bill to just as they're going after pornography now. They're gonna make fucking looking at porn illegal. No, dude, because I'm an American. I believe in the Constitution, Mark. Why would I denounce my American citizenship? I think all the MAGAs should. They're rhino. They're Republican in name only. All right. I mean, I don't want to. I mean, I'm not making you moderator. I just don't want to accidentally kick you out. So I'm making you a standard. Welcome, Finland. Welcome to the chat, Finland. Why are you worried about what's happening here? You're not here. Mark, that's the difference between you and me. I believe in the Constitution. All right. So, Mark, thanks for the comment. Thanks for showing your fucking dumbass. All right. Appreciate the comment, buddy. Don't let the fucking spam hit you in the ass. It's like amazing how it's like they don't understand, since I'm no longer in America, why it matters. That Shaz, look, he's projecting. Shaz is projecting. Look, Shaz, the pedo comes in here. Only pedos talks like that, right? I love that they have to make up a fucking channel. They have to make up a channel, make up a new account. It takes me less than fucking 2 seconds to fucking block them on there. All right, I'm at the conveni channel. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the follows. We're nearly at 4,000 subscribers. So everyone needs to speak up. This is my way of speaking up, right? I'm an American. I've got other YouTube channels. I used to never talk politics, but when you get a Nazi in the power, when you get a fascist, in your country.
I want to talk about the art of the deal, because Donald Trump has been busy making deals.
There you go.
Not his promised trade deals. Those are heavy on promises, but very light on actual deals. Not any deals in Congress to lower costs for the American people.
Listen up.
That could make it easier to afford or to buy groceries. In fact, with fewer cargo ships arriving in our ports and our closest allies and neighbors boycotting American goods, the president has done nothing but make your life more difficult. Medicaid is under attack. Social Security offices are closing by the dozens. Food assistance, rental assistance, energy assistance, all on the chopping block. There is no end to the destruction. The first 114 days of this administration have been one bad deal after another for American families.
But if your last name is Trump, these 114 days have been just about the greatest deal of all time.
That's right.
New airplanes from your friends in the Gulf.
Yeah.
New hotel deals.
Yes.
New golf courses. New meme coins. New towers.
Woo!
Is
Trump
flowing in to the Trump family. You name it. Donald Trump and his family are cashing in. So today, I want to highlight just a few of those deals for the Trump family.
Yeah.
How he's lining his own pockets and fleecing the rest of us in the process.
I mean, you guys got upset when Hunter Biden got on the fucking board in Ukraine, and you went all fucking ape shit. It's like insane.
Well, his family is getting even richer while the rest of us are treated like suckers. Today, I want to talk about the 10 best deals for Donald Trump and the worst deals for the American people. How the graph is on full display and how you, the American people, are being left holding the bag. You don't have to look far from the White House to find some of the most flagrant examples. So entering in at number 10 of the top 10 deals for Donald Trump and the worst deals for the American people.
Okay. You want to get some chicken or something? Here's 1,000 yen.
We all saw this happen on the White House grounds. Donald Trump and Elon Musk turning the place into a Tesla showroom.
But what you might have missed is what happened before and after this photo was taken. Just before Trump turned the White House grounds into a used car lot, Tesla stock had been in an historic and disastrous slump. With their market value cut in half.
Yeah, he's from Finland. Hamu's from Finland, Crystal. So I understand that. I think I'd like America to take their shit out of Japan, right? All right. So Hamu's Finnish. Not happy with Finland either. But I didn't think we had. What troops do we have in Finland? Do you have troops in Finland? On there. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Trump doesn't like NATO though. Trump wants to destroy NATO. NATO needs to fucking, stand up and fight Trump. China's a big boy country. Why don't you kick America troops out? Frank, I 100% agree. Get the fuck out. Japan has the third. Japan needs to build nukes. Japan needs to get their nukes on, right? Get their fucking nukes on. Kick America out. We don't need it. We'll get nukes here. Fucking rush, that's all you need. Look at North Korea. What a piece of shit country. And the only reason why they have standing is nukes. Japan could get nukes in fucking no time. Get some nukes, baby. Kick the fucking Americans out. We don't need them. Right? Poland will get nukes. Everyone's gonna get nukes. We fought shoulder to shoulder with our NATO allies in every war and battle. That's true, Tanner. Trump doesn't believe in that, though. Finland is about to have 15 bases. What are you talking about? American bases on the border with Russia? I don't think so. Fucking Trump is Putin's bitch. Yeah, that's right. Real. Oh, you need them. You need nukes. You need nukes, man. The only thing that's going to stop China from invading you, Taiwan. Taiwan should have got nukes. Everyone needs nukes. Everyone get nukes on. Get your nuke on. That's the only thing that's going to save the world. Everyone get nukes. Sick people. Come to Japan. There's like no one here, Crystal. We let down Ukraine. Ukraine gave up their nukes under the understanding, the promise that America would support Ukraine should Russia ever attack them. That's a fact. And we betrayed Ukraine. When they went into Crimea, we didn't go there. We should have had troops in there. We should have gone in there hard. That's right. 1930s all over again. It's 1933. That's why I have that in the name. Listen to some of the big deals.
Since December, Musk needed a jolt to his ailing company, and he got it. When the president was asked whether his symbolic purchase of a Tesla at the White House might help the company stall,
Yeah, we betrayed them.
Trump said, "I hope it does." But that wasn't all.
We betrayed him in 2015. 2015. I'm talking about when Russia went into the Crimea. America should have gone in with forces, troops, everything else. There wouldn't have been we wouldn't have spent anything then on there. Waffle Jackson. And we haven't given them $100 billion. We gave them a bunch of old fucking tech that we were going to get rid of, dude. It helped the stocks of the industrial complex. You have to understand. You got to get educated on that. Yeah. Old fucking weapons, old munitions, old shit that's no good. I love that. You know, that stupid fucking MAGA talking point. We gave them $100 billion. We didn't give them fucking 1 penny. We gave him medical supplies. We gave him fucking old weapons, old mortars, old HIMARS, all the shit that we're getting rid of. That's right, Tanner. Israel. Lobbyism is, Israel. Look what Israel's doing now. They're starving 2 million people. What they're doing to the fucking Palestinians is just as bad as what Hitler did to the Jews. I mean, Gaza is a concentration camp, right? It's worse than at least a concentration camp. They had food, some food. You know, they had medicine. They're blowing up all the stuff. I mean, Gaza is a literal concentration camp. And did they vote? Hey, did your Palestinians vote for Trump? Yeah, Israel's a piece of shit. They're no different than the Nazis too. Israel, the Nazis. They were victims of the Nazis, which makes it even worse. What Israel does, I mean, they're literally worse than the fucking Nazis. Yeah. Yeah. I was listening to a guy, there's literally, within weeks, I mean, starvation is happening. There's no access to water. Israel controls the water. They control the power. They control everything with Gaza. It's just a fucking open air concentration camp. And they're going to exterminate them all. It's just pretty sad what they're doing. Trump is doing that. Oh yeah, Trump wants to build his hotels on Gaza Strip, dude. How sick is that? Sick fuckers. Well, it's a proxy war, Tom. Well, you could say the same thing about Afghanistan and the Russians, right? I wouldn't say that, Tom. You're not going to win. Did the Russians win in Afghanistan? No. There's no guarantee. You can't make a statement like they're not going to win because Ukraine, they will fight until there's none of them left. All right, they're fighting, and that's the home stretch advantage, right? When you are fighting on the home stretch, when you're fighting for your way of life, that's kind of like the Afghan rule. You know, you can fight 100-1, or maybe 10-1, or 21, 15-1. I don't know what the odds are. My point is the Afghan beat the Russians. The Afghans, they beat us in many respects in our Gulf War. Home advantage. Exactly, Tanner. Exactly. That's my point. Is I wouldn't discount them. They're gonna fight until there is no fucking. They will fight until they're dead. And That beautiful sunset we had. How was your test today? What's up? That's okay. Hard. I hate hard tests. It's so nice when they're easy tests, you know? Yeah. Well, you could. Oh, was that? Cat. You could say that the Brits destroy. I mean, the British are responsible for everything, right? They divided up fucking Pakistan and India. They fucking created that mess. They created the mess in the Middle East, right? All the different countries that were divided up. Iraq. What's up, Wolfie? How you doing, man? How you been? It's true. Even everything. You know, like look at China. You know, China is ahead because they said, "Oh, we're going to do this," and they did it. They put all their fucking focus, state money, and everything to AI, to production, to manufacturing, and they just invested. And that's why China is. So, and then the response to withdraw and America first, America first. Let's get a fucking you know uh, $400 billion fucking plane. Yeah, Tom. Yeah, poor people in Hong Kong got fucked. Tom. I agree with you there. Hong Kong was such an amazing place. You know, now it's all got fucked. They tried, but the might of the Chinese, they fucking came in. That's what you're gonna see in America. Hong Kong is, you know, Hong Kong is what America is undergoing right now. Modern white supremacy. Exactly. That's what MAGA is. That's what America First is. And it has its roots all the way back in 1930s on that. 100%. 100%. It's crazy. Yep. Sure did. Thank you. Waffle. Soros shorted the pound. Soros only has $6 billion, dude. You understand that, right? Elon Musk has 400 billion. Soros has 6 billion. Fucking Soros shorted the pound. Yeah, one person. Waffle. You're right. MAGA has been in our since the 1930s. Yeah, Tanner, did you ever watch Rachel Maddow's Ultra series? Really good series. Rachel Maddow does a series called Ultra. Strongly recommend it. Dude, real. I'm looking forward. I want to watch that live. You know, there's going to be some crazy protests at that thing. There's going to be a Tiananmen Square event. I bet there's going to be some fucker. I'd be like, I want to be the Tiananmen Square guy. Goes out in front of the tent, stops the tank, gets run over. What do you think in America? I think the fucking. I'm sure they'll put some racist bastard in the front tank, and he's like, anyone fucking stands in front of my tank, I'm running it over. What do you think? Rachel is really. What do you mean? Rachel's really good. Have you listened to Ultra? Go to her podcast, Ultra. It's really good. She's a really good educator. What happened? All right. Bye, Tom. Tom's gone. You don't have your green card, buddy. Don't have your green card. Sorry. Oh, let's go for a walk. Yeah, I thought I recognized Tom. Yeah, if you identify yourself as MAGA, we don't have a conversation with you, dude. This channel is. That's right, Wolfie. Yep. Yep. Sleepy Trump. Is your cousin in? Picked up? Get out. Look at that fucking beautiful sky. My wife's probably hungry. God, it's 7:15. I've got dinner going. God, I got to get dinner going. Look at that. Look at that skyline. The river. Wonder if my wife wants to go out to dinner. I don't feel like fucking cooking. See if my wife wants me to pick up something. Or maybe I'll go to the grocery store. Let me see what she wants. We don't have rice. God, it was hot today. Oh. Ah. What do you want to eat, Mama? You want to go out to eat, Mama? What do you want? I'm you. Just you and me. We got ramen or something. We'll go ramen. We can bring something back for him. I don't have anything cooked right now. Why not? That's why I told you, gave you 1,000 yen. What did you buy for your 1,000 yen? Huh? It's gonna take 30 minutes for me to cook chicken for you. He hasn't done any MAGA stuff. Has he said any MAGA? He hasn't done any MAGA stuff, Crystal. I haven't seen any MAGA stuff. He said some Soros stuff. He's a British guy. Don't crash, dummy. It's an experiment. He hasn't come out and said anything MAGA stuff. Have you, Waffle? Have you said anything MAGA? Waffle, are you MAGA? If you write I am MAGA, yeah, are you MAGA? Waffle? Waffle, we need clarification. Are you MAGA? There's a call out on you, Waffle. About to see the wrench. Is it going to stay? See? See? No MAGA, no Trump supporter stuff. He keeps his wrench. I know, that was funny, dude. I like real estate. I like real estate. You're saying some funny stuff, dude. He hasn't to Waffle's defense, Crystal, he has not been putting any Trump support stuff. You want a pork chop, Tommy? Huh? I can actually do a pork chop. Huh? You want pork chop? Yes? But we don't have any rice, though, Tom. What? So I have to do bread. How about pork chops? How about sandwich? Mama said not make any rice today. Said he didn't eat rice. Yeah, but it's all gone. Oma came here for lunch and took all the rice for Mikey. How about a sandwich? Pork sandwich. Look, really good. What do you think? Huh? Pork sandwich? Tommy, pork sandwich? Tommy. All right, let's go out to eat then, sleepyhead. Michael! Mikey! He died. Have you done that move, Mama? All right. How about pork and tofu, Tommy? Tofu pork, huh? All right. This is wasabi. This is my wasabi drink. This is liquid wasabi. That's fucking wasabi. I blended wasabi leaves, and this is the fluid that came out of it. I strained it. What? I don't think Waffle. There's no support for what you're saying. I'm calling you out. Misinformation, Waffle. I'm calling misinformation, Waffle. Fucking Soros. Fuck England. This fucking bullshit. I'm calling it out. No more Soros talk. No, just me. I made I went and got wasabi, right? And I took all the leaves, I blended it up, then I strained it out. I want all billionaires are bad. Exactly. All of them are fuckers, dude. You know, what's the guy who runs all the media from Australia? That fucker. What's his name? All right, what are we doing? What are we doing? You want cereal, Tommy, for dinner? How about cereal? Pancakes? I don't feel like cooking. I know. Well, how about all right. So it'll be 30 minutes for rice. I can cook rice. We cook rice then. Michael, let's go convenience store. My son loves to go to the convenience store. No whistling. Can we have a new rule in the house? No whistling. His whistling is really bad. Let's go. Let's see who's taller. Let's see height. I want to see height. The short person has to go. Who's the shorter? Tommy. I think Tommy's shorter now.
Yeah, that's short. When you go.
We'll go to Plant.
Not Toby.
Why not Plant? Plant is really good. Plant.
I don't want to go far away.
Huh? You want to go out to dinner?
No.
Yeah, I don't know how you did. The you know, the Supreme Court, our political system, everything. Maybe there needs to be. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, is there no research that people are innately greedy? I mean, guys want all the pretty girls. That's a form of greed. You want control over, ensure their. I think greed. I think you could equate greed to, to the whole survival. Lizard brain, right? And how about that mouse experiment? You know the mouse experiment in the 1970s, where they created a utopia for mice. That's an interesting experiment. You guys familiar with that? What's up, Joe? You know what I'm talking about? The mouse experiment. Let's I want to listen to this.
The Teslas have been driven away
Power on. Bluetooth mode.
because not long after the
Device paired.
stream on X or Twitter had ended, something even more important happened.
What
With
happened?
Tesla shares on the rebound, Elon Musk promised to pump $100 million into Donald Trump's political operation. That's right. Donald Trump received one of the largest political contributions in American history, all for the price of one measly Tesla Model S and the use of the White House as a sales tool. A damn good deal for Donald Trump,
Yeah.
if you ask me. For you, the American taxpayer,
No,
nothing at all.
nothing at all.
Zero, zilch, nada. All you got was being taken for a ride. For number 9 of the best deals for Donald Trump, we have to zoom down to Mar-a-Lago, where you can generally find the president golfing on your dime and lining his pockets in the process.
All right, let's go.
We saw this during the first Trump administration.
Michael, don't buy a bunch of crap. Oh, this is cheap here. This is cheap. What do you want? Huh? You want this? Well, here, get some cheap food. 200 yen. Huh? No. No, we got this cheap food here. No. You want this one? Fork? Huh? Then you're not eating anything then tonight. We're not going to 7-Eleven. Yo. No, 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 no. It's got to be discount. Damn it. Discount. You can pick anything on discount.
温めますか、今。
お願いします。
温めシルフなんですけど、温かいものを分けた方がいいですか？すみません、1579円です。
そうそう。
はい。ありがとうございます。
Sending a message as clear as day to anyone who wants to do business in the United States. If you want to be with Trump, you got to pay the covered charge. And now entering in at number 6 of the top 10 deals for Donald Trump of his presidency, a brand new Trump hotel in Dubai. Right now, literally at this moment, Donald Trump is in the United Arab Emirates. You can imagine the scene, standing in some gold-plated hotel room looking out over Abu Dhabi, and just beyond the line of sight in the distance is the skyline of Dubai. A skyline that, as of a few weeks ago, is likely getting a new feature cutting through the night sky. The Trump International Hotel and Tower Dubai, an 80-floor behemoth. And within it, luxury residences and exorbitantly expensive hotel rooms. Apartments that start at a cool $2 million and houses that'll cost tens of millions of dollars. Even better, you can't make the Trump New Club here in DC. There's going to be exclusive members of the club right there in Dubai. In their words, quote, set to redefine the meaning of exclusive luxury. All benefiting, that's right, Donald Trump and his family. Now, their riches in the Middle East start or end in Dubai, because entering in at number 5 of the best deals for Trump and the Trump family of his presidency, they're cashing in this time in Qatar. Coming soon to Doha, the Trump administration? Well, of course. This is going to be an 18-hole course, a clubhouse, and high-end villas with beach access. A $5.5 billion to net the Trump family hundreds of millions of dollars. A deal that's reportedly in partnership with DR, a company owned by, in this case, the Qatari government itself. Now, I'm sure Qatar's multi-billion-dollar investment in the personal finances of the Trump family is entirely coincidental. I'm sure it is not intended to influence U.S. policy towards the country, which also hosts Al Jazeera, in any way. I know it's easy in all the Trump corruption and schemes to miss the forest for the trees, but let's not fail to appreciate just how unprecedented this is, just how corrupt and dangerous this is. The president's namesake company is directly in business with a foreign government. And the money is going into his pocket, not the Treasury, not your pocket as a taxpayer. It's going into Donald Trump and his family's pocket. His. But that's not the only Gulf nation in business with the president and his family, not by a long stretch. There is also Saudi Arabia, because entering in at number 4 is the newly announced Trump Tower in Jeddah and their two brand new projects in Riyadh. These will net the Trump family millions as well. And this isn't the first time the Trump family has cashed in with the Saudis. Months after Trump left office the first time, Jared Kushner's investment firm received a $2 billion investment for none other than the Saudi conference. The associated even the tool that these investments for the Saudi Gulf Fund recommended against it. Imagine that. But they were overruled by higher ups in the Saudi royal family, and the money went straight into the Trump family's enterprise. $2 billion. But it's not just all Trump's family that are cashing in at your expense. The world's richest man is using his vote too as a special government employee to cash in as well. Because even when you're the world's richest man, as Elon Musk is, enough is never enough. Entering at number 3 are Elon Musk's shady Starlink deals. Elon Musk, when he's not tweeting or firing essential government workers, is turning his company Starlink into a global superpower. How? By using the sway of his position and his proximity to Trump to negotiate a whole raft of deals with foreign nations to purchase his Starlink satellite systems. Just look at what happened with the nation.
Power on.
In South Africa, Donald Trump slapped crippling tariffs on the country. He's estimated already at the value of hundreds of millions of dollars. It's like posting his Venmo account online and finding personal and monetary tributes from foreign powers, foreign investors, or anyone else who's willing to pay out. You've heard about the private dinner that they're offering associated with this meme coin. The top 220 meme coin owners, many of whom are foreign investors, invited to a private dinner with the President of the United States. Businesses are buying and jockeying to be one of the favorite few who also get a private audience with him if they're willing to buy millions of meme coins, not to mention a personal tour of the White House. But beyond the meme coins and the dinner parties, there's something else also brewing behind the scenes. As I speak, Eric, Trump, and Don Jr. are getting into the action, jetting around the world, building their own financial empire in the crypto business space. In Dubai, the Trump family's World Liberty Financial Firm announced a joint venture capital firm backed by the government of Abu Dhabi that would invest $2 billion using Trump digital currency. Now, I know it's hard to keep all these millions apart. You got the $2 billion investment in Jared Kushner by the Saudis. You got $5.5 billion investment by other Gulf nations in Trump properties. You got $2 billion here, $5.5 billion there, another $2 billion here. Pretty soon, you're talking about serious money for the Trump family. This deal alone will generate hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue and fees for the Trump family. So that's the art of the deal with this president. Trump gets rich, you get screwed. Over and over again. It's obvious that a despair bears repeating. He does not care about you.
Nope.
He does not care about making your life better. He does not care that prices are soaring or that home ownership seems impossible. He doesn't care if you have to choose between rent or groceries, let alone whether you'll be able to take that family on a vacation that you dreamed of. He doesn't care if the health care you rely on gets cut or your local Social Security office closes down. He doesn't care.
Doesn't care.
If it helps pay for his billionaire tax cuts, it's all the same to him. Does
Not
not
care.
Trump cares about one thing and one thing only.
Making money.
The same thing he cared about when he wrote this book. And the same thing he's focused on every day of this presidency. He has to make himself
Richer.
to make his family richer, to make his billionaire friends richer. And my colleagues, he is succeeding. He is succeeding. It's about his imagination. He will likely make more money in the next 4 years than he did in his entire life up to that point. In fact, he probably already has. With new gold-plated skyscrapers around the world and a suite of new golf courses to match. A fancy new plane, a speedy new Tesla with the richest man in the world in the passenger seat. A crypto empire and projects around the world that will keep the gravy train going for generations. And no matter what wreckage he leaves behind here, he knows that he can head off to one of those gold-plated skyscrapers, look down on the rest of us, and chuckle at his good fortune. The art of the deal, indeed. For Donald Trump, not for you. I yield back.
There you go. Well, guys, I'm going to call it. I'm going to go take a bath, go to bed. Thanks for coming in. It was fun. We had quite the. Yeah. See you guys tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow, hey, I've got a friend, Duran. I'm picking up from he's visiting Japan. So this is a long-term friend who's visiting Japan with his family. So he's going to be taking the train up here to, they're going to hang out with him, drive him and his family. His wife, I guess his wife, I'm not sure, but there's like 3 women. I don't think they're all his. I think his daughter, his two kids are with him too. So we'll drive around. So tomorrow is I'm seeing a friend I've known for over 20 years. Oh, not quite, nearly 20 years, 15 years. So, andado. All right. Night, guys.